Hello and welcome to my kitchen. Thank you guys so much for coming to the chat and for popping over here for a little bit of an excerpt from Timepiece. This is from the first draft when Caleb was a little bit more instantly into Lily and sort of willing to go all kind of emo for her. And I didn't like that Caleb at all. Very much not who I ever saw him to be, and very much not who I wanted him to be. So there are a lot of parts that I had to cut out, like half of the book, to make that happen. So I'm glad that somebody gets to hear one of these. And I am sorry about my hair. I apologize for my hair a lot. But this is what you would call infinity glass deadline hair or deadline chic, or you're lucky I showered for this. So let's just roll with it. I heard the door to the indoor pool open. That was an awesome sentence. I took a deep breath before I sank to the bottom. As much of a barrier as water provided when I swam alone, swimming with someone was a different story, which is why I usually came to the gym early. Emotional connection intensified times 10. Maybe whoever it was would just dip in a toe and leave. I almost choked when a body sliced into the water above me. I pushed myself up to the surface and jumped out of the pool before she ever came up. Cat girl. I was standing beside the pool trying to catch my breath when the surface of the water broke. I turned, keeping my back to her, silently hoping she would notice me, or at the very least that she would ignore me. Nice tat. Not only did she notice me, it sounded as if she was sort of flirting. Yeah. I tried to make my voice higher than it usually was and pretended to read the pool rules painted on a metal sign and screwed into the tile wall. Thanks. How bad did the dragon hurt? Water lapped against the side of the pool. She was swimming closer. Dunna, dunna, dunna. Sharply. Okay. Not too. Took a few visits, spread out. I felt particularly naked in my swim trunks. My towel. I could drape it over my head and she'd never know who I was. I tried to remember exactly where I'd dropped it without turning around to look. That's when I realized it was on the other side of the pool. To get it, I'd have to walk past her. No way could I get one that huge. Okay. Her voice was right beside me now. Her voice was right beside me now. I imagined she was holding onto the side, treading water. Oh my damn. In a bathing suit. I was alone with Cat Girl. She was flirting with me, and she was in a bathing suit. Please be a one piece. Please have a skirt and sleeves and a turtleneck. Does it curl all the way around to your chest? Chest? A quick glance behind me revealed a flash of bare shoulders and the strings of a red bikini top. Where was the threat of death when you really needed it? No, just my arms. It wasn't just her body that was throwing me off. All the sunshine and freedom of her emotions had concentrated for the few seconds we were in the pool together. I hadn't gotten out fast enough, and now they were dripping off along with the chlorinated water, leaving me emptier than I had been when I'd splashed in. Good thing she thought I was a douchebag. Well, are you going to let me see? When I didn't turn around, the emotional climate changed from flirty to wary. Hold it. Do I know you? I don't think so. Desperate for escape, I looked for a way out. A pink Hello Kitty towel sat on a bench less than 3 feet away from me. If a cartoon character towel was my only chance to get away from her without being recognized, I'd take it. I would have preferred the Hulk or Spider-Man, but beggars can't be choosers. In what I thought was an incredibly smooth move, I scooped up Hello Kitty, draped her over my head, and turned to haul ass. Hey! She pulled herself out of the pool, and I heard the sound of wet feet slapping the concrete behind me. Don't look, don't look, don't look. Stop! Hey, stop, that's my towel! Hello Kitty and I ran all the way to the car. So that was between the masquerade and when they are actually introduced at Murphy's Law. And so the scene is still in there. Lily's just not in it. And man, I hated cutting her. But I think it worked out for the best in the long run. Although I also had to cut the scene where he gave her her towel back, which was, of course, humiliating for him because Lily likes to play like that, which is why she's one of my favorites. So, thanks for coming to the chat and for checking out the excerpt. And I'm going to go back now and work on Infinity Glass so I can tell you guys more about. Did you really think that I was going to tell you? Because I'm like under threat of death here. Plus, authors also just kind of love this crap.